Hello everyone, my name is Caius Smallhouse, and I'm here to walk you through the concept of microaggressions and specifically how it relates to education with a focus on the special education classroom. Today I'm going to discuss what are microaggressions, how do they affect our students, and as educators, how can we address microaggression in the classroom. So, what are microaggressions? The dictionary definition of microaggressions is a comment or action regarded as indirect, subtle, or unintentional discrimination against members of a marginalized group. So, these marginalized groups can be diverse groups of people of color, or in the case of this presentation, I want to focus in on people with disabilities. So an example of a microaggression. So in the case of speaking to a student of color, if someone says you speak so well, this isn't a microaggression in that it implies surprise at their confidence, which reinforces stereotypes about that marginalized group. So there are different types of microaggressions. There's micro assaults, which are overtly discriminatory statements or actions such as belittling a student's abilities. There's also micro insults, remarks that subtly demean a student's identity or experience. For example, you're saying you're surprisingly good at this. That is a form of micro insult. And micro invalidations, comments that dismiss or negate the feelings of a students with disabilities. An example of this would be, it's not a big deal, just try harder, when this is invalidating the student's disability and the disadvantage that they're at in whatever task is they're experiencing that challenge with. The concept of microaggressions is connected to critical race theory, and critical race theory helps seeing how these subtle and often unintentional microaggressions kind of manifest in our education system in our classrooms. Microaggression, they often experience a range of psychological effects. These effects being feelings of isolation, anxiety, low self-esteem, self-efficacy, and especially with students with disabilities. Solorzano states that microaggressions are often viewed as harmless or trivial, yet they can accumulate over time, leading to significant emotional distress. This is the cumulative impact of these microaggressions over time, causing emotional distress, these worsening the feelings described above, these feelings of isolation, anxiety, low self-esteem. These are super harmful and negative effects of microaggressions. So, as educators, what can we do to address these microaggressions in our classroom? Most of this is prevention and done through modeling the appropriate language to use in the classroom setting. So thinking before we speak, and making sure we monitor even the praise that we give our students, and educating ourselves and the other staff. There's oftentimes many staff involved in these special education classrooms, so making sure they're all consistent with their language and avoiding those microaggressions. This helps create that safe learning space, and keeping open communication with students helps identify when those microaggressions occur in the classroom and can monitor those and help alleviate those and make sure that the students aren't feeling the psychological effects from those microaggressions.